Just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Sesh. Today we have some major Acacia Kersey tea to talk about because this is literally someone we don't usually talk about, but wow, this story is so big and it's honestly so upsetting, so let's get into it. Like I said, we're talking about Acacia. She's been on the internet for a very long time, you guys. She has about 2 million Instagram followers, and honestly, she hasn't been posting as frequently as she used to, and that's just because she's been getting in scandal after scandal after scandal. She was really big on Tumblr, if you guys remember, and friends with a lot of popular YouTubers back in the day, and now she is married with 3 kids and is a mommy blogger, vlogger, Instagram girl. In the recent years, she's faced a ton of backlash for quite a few things like her parenting, her pets, and really hurtful comments that she's made in the past. And now the latest situation has to do with presets. You know, those filters that you put on your photos in Lightroom to make your Instagram feed look all cohesive, those things. She's been selling them for a little while now and has sold a couple different packs in the last year or two. And recently she's found herself in drama because she stole someone's presets and has been selling them as her own as if she made them herself. And people are pissed, including the girl she stole from, of course. So Ashley is the girl that has had her presets stolen and resold by Acacia as her own. She posted a video on her YouTube channel titled "How I Found Out a Large Creator Stole My Work." Ashley makes presets under her brand called Cherry Photo Club, and she says in this video that she made that Acacia literally purchased her preset under her own name and then resold them as if she made them. You guys, I can't believe this. It's just so weird to me and so messed up. Ashley called her out on this from the very beginning and is making this video because it's just been a little bit weird. Acacia communicating with her, their DMs, and the whole thing is just very uncomfortable. And it hasn't been handled properly in her opinion, and she says that Acacia is twisting the narrative of the situation and she feels like she needs to share what's really been going on. So basically at first she saw a photo of Acacia on Instagram because she follows Acacia, she really likes Acacia. And she felt like Acacia was using her preset because it looked very closely to one of the presets that she was personally selling. If Acacia was using her preset, she would have been totally honored, and even better, if Acacia had tagged her or credited her, then Acacia's 2 million followers would have seen that and probably would have gone to her page and purchased her preset. So she commented on the photo, "Love the vibe," and Acacia replied just something about her being the queen of eyeshadow. So nothing about oh, thanks for the preset or your presets are the best or nothing like that. So she said that she knew Acacia had her presets though because on her website where Ashley sells her presets, you can go in and see who bought your product. So she could look up who had purchased it, and she saw that Acacia had in fact bought her preset recently. And then she saw that Acacia put on her Instagram story that she was going to be coming out with her own new preset pack. Ashley started to have a really bad feeling about this after seeing Acacia post that photo with her presets. And then as the days go on, Acacia starts teasing her preset pack, and Ashley just knew immediately those were her presets. And she even had a friend buy them when they came out, and they compared the presets. So they compared Acacia's to Ashley's, and she knew it was definitely stolen. Now, Ashley says that she creates a specific color curve in her presets to know if somebody stole from her, and she literally proved that Acacia stole these presets from her. So she said that she reached out to Acacia and was hoping Acacia would stop selling them immediately, but it really did not go down that way. So the messages, I will read them to you guys, just a few of them, and then I'll kind of summarize some of the other ones. So at first, when Ashley reached out, she said, "Hey, just wanted to reach out and discuss something that's been a little awkward to bring up. I noticed this past week you bought my preset pack and have been utilizing it, and I was excited about the support, but not even a week later, you've released one of your own, and it looks really familiar with maybe a few additional tweaks. It honestly feels like a repackaging of my product that I spent months curating, and I understand maybe you used it as a base or were inspired by it, but being a small woman-owned business is hard, and I wanted to reach out to you directly and see if we can find a solution between us. Acacia responded and said, "Hello, oh my goodness. First of all, I'm so sorry. I understand how frustrating that can feel, and it's truly not fun. And I know this wasn't easy messaging me about. I did buy your pack. I buy packs often from friends and people I follow because I do genuinely want to support, especially because that's also what I do and how I make money. I was inspired by one of your presets while making my own pack. Heck, I'm inspired by everything you create, presets and content." And later included like a screenshot of this photo that she had on Instagram and said, "Just for reference, I've been creating this pack since mid-April. Is there something I could do that would make you feel more comfortable?" And Ashley said, "If I'm being transparent, I make extremely specific RGB curve adjustments to combat replication of my presets, and upon comparison, they are identical, and it feels like more than just a subtle inspiration of color." Acacia then sends like side by sides and said, "If you would like me to remove this preset, that is more than okay with me. The first one is one from my pack. The second is the one I loved of yours. Again, please let me know what I can do to make you feel more comfortable, because my intentions were never to take anything away from you or harm your business income and artist integrity." Ashley said, "I appreciate that offer, but I think it's a little bigger than that one preset. After going through them, it's clear that at least 6 of these are identical to my presets, with maybe a few adjustments made to the temperature/HSL. Taking down one preset doesn't undo the traffic that's already taken away from my business. I get that this is awkward, but you could have just supported/shouted out my brand. Acting like you only took inspiration from one is just lying at that point. If you reached out, I would have been happy to collaborate on something or even create presets for you and figure out how to split the profit, but just ripping mine off is not okay on a multitude of levels." And Acacia said, "I totally understand. Could you let me know the 6 you're referring to? I'm more than happy to shout out your brand." Ashley says, "I'm not asking you to shout out my brand as a result of this. I'm saying that would have been the right thing to do from the beginning. Instead, you bought my pack, threw them into another pack, and released it. Posting about my brand now isn't the solution. The presets are Sin, Other Side, Playboy, Playboy 2, Developed, Melon, and Bucket Hat." I personally just want to like chime in here and say that later on, Ashley reveals that it wasn't just 6, it was 13 presets that were stolen. So that's that. Acacia then replied to these messages saying, "I just wanted to be clear that I would have no issue sharing you, not that it was the solution to the issue. I'm at my computer currently going through these 6. Okay, so I currently have my pack unpublished while I fix this. I removed all the presets in question, just so you're understanding. I'm replacing them with different presets, but they will have the same name as before." So basically, Acacia was like, "I made other presets and I'm just going to add those presets into the preset pack that I'm selling, and I'm going to take yours out." So basically, after some more DMs, Acacia finally admits to having stole the presets and sold them as her own. And on top of it is trying to make Ashley feel guilty and beg basically not to take the situation public. She said in a message, "I don't know how much you follow along with me, but I have a group of people that hate me so much that every job I've had recently has been spammed by them to the point where I don't work anymore. I worked on a fun summer, colorful pack for months and months, but I had trouble finishing it. I had 20 original presets in before I purchased your pack. I became obsessed, and honestly, I really effed up by using the base of your presets to complete my pack. I really just wanted to create something that I knew everyone would be obsessed with too, so that I could have a stable income in the meantime. Obviously, you probably don't want to hear a sob story, but if I were to publicly inform people, the group would really tear me apart, like really, really bad." So I have a lot of things to say about this. First of all, she literally admits in this message that she stole the presets and is also trying to say that she's been getting so much hate over time that she does not want the situation to be public. And I'm just like, listen, obviously people are going to be mad. Obviously people are going to be very upset and tear you apart for this, because doing something like this is wrong. It's wrong. You need to be held accountable for this. I'm sorry. Like, it's just mind-blowing. Like, this message right here is the reason why people are upset at Acacia and why people are so frustrated and so upset. Like, you stole something and you don't want to be held accountable for it. Just don't steal. Just be creative, and this problem would have never happened. Ashley then responds to this by saying, but you didn't even just use mine as a base. They're identical. I'm sorry to hear about your work and people that are mean to you online. I do not tolerate bullying at all and definitely don't wish that on you. And says, I'm more than happy to continue our conversation, shout out your brand in the future, pay you for the inconvenience and traffic you missed. I truly feel so bad and really want to make it up to you. Ashley says, I don't really think it's fair to expect me to not say anything. I was kind enough by bringing it to you first for an explanation, but you tried to lie and I still don't think you've even apologized. Even in your last message, you're kind of glossing over what you did by saying you only used my preset as a base after you've already worked for months and had 20 presets ready. Maybe you did, but you didn't start talking about releasing a new pack until a day or two after you used mine. So basically, Acacia did not want to make the situation public because of backlash that she had received in the past. And she even still wanted to sell her own pack. Like, she still wanted to have this on sale. Like, she didn't want to take it offline. And Acacia did eventually post on her story about the situation in hopes of making things right. But like, right before she posted on her story about the situation, she made sure to like post one more swipe up link to the presets to like get that coin in before everybody was gonna be upset about it. And so a lot of fans then wanted Acacia to make an in-feed post on her Instagram, not just a story, and also wanted Acacia to pay Ashley a percentage or like just give her the profits from the sale of these presets. And Acacia then insisted to pay Ashley and determine the right amount per pack sold that she would give to her would equal around $8.75 per pack sold. She literally marketed her preset pack with Ashley's presets, but $8.75 compared to the full price. People felt like that did not make sense at all. And apparently Acacia had made like thousands of dollars on this preset pack, according to Ashley's video. Now, Acacia did end up making an in-feed post to her Instagram, and it read, I need to share what happened yesterday, backstory and all. I've been working on a summer pack of presets starting in April. It was fun, vintage, and colorful. Out of my norm, basically stuff that's super cool right now. I made a couple dozen, but a lot of them just weren't right. But then I got greedy and wanted more of what I was seeing on Pinterest and Instagram that I couldn't quite figure out on my own. I should have stopped there. I had purchased at Ashley Levi's summer pack to see what she used to create some of the looks I was going for, which is extremely lame to begin with. After my attempts of trying to recreate something similar, I took it a step further and just tweaked a few of her presets to my liking, keeping most of the stuff in the colors the same. I stole that from her in a moment of weakness, and for that, I'm sorry, ashamed, and beyond remorseful. She reached out to me, which I know was probably really uncomfortable and difficult for her, and I applaud her for doing so. I was terrified. The consequences to my actions came, wanting to hide in my fear and not face the confrontation. I deflected and apologized. I tried to move on without facing the reality, which clearly is more harmful to both parties in the end. As time went on, I told the whole truth, and I'm trying to tell the truth here. I stole from an artist and a business that I supported in efforts to be liked and profit from, which is extremely selfish of me. Clearly, I have a lot going on there that needs worked on and will continue to be worked on. I know some people will say lots of different things about this, but I'm trying my best and working through this uncomfortableness because I want everyone who feels wronged knows that I'm sorry, especially Ash. If you wanted to support her presets, then check out @Cherry Photo Club. I don't want sympathy. I don't want support on this. It's something I have to just deal with personally and don't want to be comforted into being okay with what I did. I'm also not mentally okay right now to read negativity. My DMs are open and constructive conversations are welcome and appreciated. Acacia. Based on the comments and everything, even Ashley was advising her to basically just take the pack down and just refund everybody because there were just so many people people that were asking for a refund so they could just give their money to the original creator of these presets. The whole thing, just bad vibes. People are very upset. Her fans are upset. Ashley's fans are upset. Ashley is upset. And Ashley said that she would have loved if this all just could have gone away and been dealt with in private, as long as she just like kind of took it down and apologized. But she tried to cover things up and she lied and she made a bigger mess out of everything. And it obviously spiraled into what it is now. And she just looks really, really bad. I don't know why she thought stealing a preset from somebody was a good idea. She obviously didn't think she was gonna get caught. And here she was caught red-handed, and it's just like so embarrassing and it's so bad. And I hope she really learned something from this. She keeps talking about how people get upset at her and there's so many people that don't like her on the internet, but like, don't do things like this. It's super simple not to steal from other people and then try to like make money off of what you stole. It's just like, I don't know what to tell you. So that is a situation that has gone on with Acacia. I know a lot of you guys have sent me this story, so I wanted to break it down for those of you that might not have heard, for those of you that were confused by it. I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.